Let me just check, make sure my mic levels are coming through. Certainly seem like they're coming through. That's great. No audio in here because I don't really have anything worth playing right now. So you get to listen to my ridiculous voice here while I tell you all about what we're doing today. Going to be working on a D&D story. So today I only got like maybe an hour before the wife gets home, and then we're gonna go work on dinner and everything. But the main idea here is I just kind of wanted to do this stream so anyone who is interested could watch it and really get an idea of what the streams are going to be going forward, and really what I'm hoping to get out of them. So long story short, I guess this is going to be a stream of me making a D&D campaign. I can't really totally get permission from everyone in the D&D campaign once it starts to play to stream it. There's one that's just not wanting it, and I always said if I can't get all, I'm not gonna do any. So that's okay. I'm okay with it. But what I will do is I'll be recording those sessions and updating some information on my blog, and releasing videos on YouTube of what happened, essentially. So, we'll be at least having that. So you're gonna see the website come back, tokatoi.com. If you go there now, it's really bare bones and really bad. Sorry, my nose itches really, really bad. It's really bare bones website, but what I plan on doing is recording sessions. This campaign's not really scheduled to start till May, but I want to record the sessions that we do online, so I have them. I can spice them up, edit them down, get what I can't put in there out of there, and then upload them to YouTube, and then kind of have a synopsis of what's going on my website. So you'll see the website come up in the next couple months again, and it'll really fill in a lot of blanks. So that is my plan, right? Build this, do some D&D gaming, and then share with anyone who's interested in D&D what we're gonna do. So that's where we're going with that. So where are we now? Well, right now we're building a campaign. This campaign is going to be called The Fall of the Dragon Realm. It takes place in Farron. Let me pull up my OneNote and I can give you a map of exactly where in Farron this is going to be. Because I can be friendly that way. I can remember where I put my map. Okay, so here is Farron. And we are kind of going to go right above. I was going to draw a line that's. There, I can draw. We're going to be north of this line that I put in now. And I make red. Realize that was red. So north of this line, essentially, in this northern section of Farron, that is where we're going to be for this campaign, and we will essentially move south if need be, but I don't foresee that ever having to happen. There is a lot of land and things to cover. We are going to be starting in the village of Thentia. If I get off my draw screen, I can bring that over. If OneNote or anything ever wants to work for me, but basically it's right down in here. Somewhere. It's by a river. Somewhere over here. Nope, up here. There it is. Up here by the Moonsea. So we're gonna be starting right up here in the Moonsea. That's where this campaign's gonna start. So that's what's happened there. So how did we get to this point where this group is in Thentia? So I guess you need to know that this is a sequel to the Tyranny of Dragons. So that is a 2-part campaign book written for D&D. It's an official book that you can get right now. It consists of the Horde of the Dragon Queen and the Rise of Tiamat. I'm not going into what those are per se, but this story is heavily based on this. So I guess short end synopsis is the whole idea is the first book has the characters trying to defeat dragons who are terrorizing the Sword Coast, trying to gather as much treasure as they can. So they got dragons, and the Cult of the Dragon are the main enemies here. So the main enemies gathering all the treasure hoards that they can and getting the dragon masks to try and do a ritual that will bring Tiamat, the goddess of chromatic dragons, back from the Nine Hells. She was put in the Nine Hells in the past. They're trying to get her out because the Cult of the Dragon believes she will be. The dragons deserve everything. They deserve to rule. It's their land, not man. And by bringing them up, they think they'll be protected. That's the first book. The second book is really now the cultist is wrapped up, getting everything they want. Characters would have failed at getting the masks for one reason or another. That's literally what the book tells you to do. They have to fail at getting the masks. So they go build up a council in Waterdeep to try and figure out how to stop this from happening. They keep going and keep adventuring, trying to stop whatever's happening. They don't. Eventually, they come to the Well of Dragons, where Tiamat's temple is being risen. By the time they get there, the temple has risen, and it's their job to stop the ritual to prevent Tiamat from coming through. So my players get there, they go around the Well of Dragons and realize there's a south passage that's not really being used for anything. They come in through there, and boom, they are in the middle of this ritual. A lot of cultists, high-powered ranking cultists are around them. They needed to do one or two things to be able to stop this ritual. The first one would have been cross the path and get to the door to stop the human sacrifices. That would have been the easiest way, but they did not do that. The other was to essentially stop the ritual by killing all the cultists. They left one or two alive by the time Tiamat came out, so that wasn't stopped either. So as the gameplay went on, basically it became very clear that they were not going to stop Tiamat, and kind of a spoiler, not really a spoiler alert here, but I was secretly hoping for that because they had one of two ways of winning, right? They could either lose and Tiamat rises, or they put her back in the Nine Hells, everyone wins, everything goes back, dragon factions essentially fall. And then I had to buy a new campaign and just kind of build it off like it happened after that. I didn't really want that. I really wanted to try something new. So when they failed, I was secretly jumping up and down like, yeah, right? Super happy about this. But they were less. I had one player who just completely stormed out before the game was done and just kind of gave up. He's like, well, fuck this. This game is stupid. We're going to lose. There's no point. So that was the end of that campaign. Hey everyone, Future Tokotoi here. I just wanted to come in and apologize for what seems like an abrupt cut, but it kind of made sense since this was the moment in the stream where we stopped talking about where we were with the campaign and really start talking about where we're going with the campaign. I want to save that for another video on YouTube, so don't forget to like and subscribe to get notifications on when that video comes out. I'd also like to see you in Twitch, because all my Twitch viewers get to really take a hands-on approach in building this campaign. I'm looking for some experience. This is the first campaign I've ever met. So with that, I really hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again soon.